Wow, everyone, 5,000 subscribers. I wasn't sure if I'd get here, but obviously, we're here. Now, when I first started my channel, I wasn't really sure if it would appeal to everyone. I combine a lot of different paths into my own, you know, self-composed way of moving forward spiritually, of getting to know myself, the gods, the multiverse, the spirits, working with the dead. And I found at the beginning, it really felt like, I'd have some people support, but not a lot of people support. But as time progressed, I think one of my first videos was the Volknut video where I explained the Volknut as I understand it. As my channel progressed, as time passed, more and more people contacted me. And a lot of those people now are friends, people that I hold very highly in my heart. And I even met my current girlfriend because she found one of my videos, Ashley. But as I was contacted by more and more people, I started to realize how many people like us there are out there that don't really completely commit to any doctrine, to any way of doing things, but we make a makeshift path. We kind of add as many things together as we feel fits or we want to experiment with in order to reach higher states of knowledge, of strength, of power, of consciousness. And there's a lot of us. We are a small minority, but there's a lot of us spread out throughout the world who use magic, who use shamanistic techniques, who work with different gods and spirits, who find ourselves a lot of the time between the right and the left-hand paths. And as I move forward with my own development, I start to realize that left and right-hand paths, those are terms that are, there's way more to unpack there than you would think. It's not just like good and evil. Those things are very relative to your own measuring scale. And while I've always considered myself an agent of order and somebody who wants to preserve this world, the people in it, and also to preserve spiritual freedom and promote it, I'm starting to realize that order and chaos are more complicated than just something like good or bad. And perhaps they don't even really exist. Perhaps we're approaching it from the wrong angle. But you've seen me. If you're a subscriber and you've been following me for a while, you've been watching a lot of my videos, you've seen me grow and progress as a spiritual person. Some of you really like my magic stuff. Some of you really like my Hindu videos and explanations therein. Some of you really like my rituals, my talisman creations, the different gods and beings that I work with and how I work with them. And I never really decide, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to work with a god or spirit because of this source or that source. I try things as I go along. I evolve spiritually the more that I experience, the more that I try. And at the beginning, it really felt like there was a need for just believing in it. But now, after all these spiritual experiences, it feels like I just know. And there's not a lot of doubt in my heart anymore. And I hope that I've been able to explain enough things for you and show you enough things that there's not a whole lot of doubt as to what you can achieve personally in your own spiritual life. That was really my original goal, is to really bring people together and help them realize that you don't have to follow a religion, you don't have to follow a particular way of doing things. You can walk your own path that's completely your own, but still have spiritual allies out there that are human beings, not to even mention spirits and gods. It's a wonderful experience to have so many people get back to me in the comments section, to contact me on Facebook. By the way, if you want to contact me on Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar. And if you want to contact me there and start a conversation with me about different spiritual topics, feel free to do so. Once again on Facebook, www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar. Pretty easy to remember, and of course I have it up here. But I'm always looking for new people to talk to speak with, and to grow with. I don't think that I know everything. I don't try to say that I'm more powerful or more knowledgeable than other people. I just try to experience my path and the different things that I do and the different beings that I deal with, And I want to learn from other people who experience their own paths in their own ways. So it's definitely a give and take relationship with anybody who contacts me. I don't expect to just teach people. That's never my expectation. My expectation is to get to know people and to really converse with them about their own path. And that's what this channel has. That's what I try to do with it. And I don't have much. I'm still a student at a university, and I'm also working a job. And then I also have this channel, and then I have my spiritual path, which my spiritual path is probably the most important out of all these things. But it's really hard to do all of this at once, but somehow I've kind of made it part of my routine. And honestly, you can too. That's why I'm saying this. You can make this a part of your routine too, to constantly grow along your spiritual path and never push it off to the side, never get composed completely of materialistic ideas and desires, but to seek something that is beyond this world and in it, but not really seen. You have to learn about a new way of seeing things, of being able to perceive those things in this world that everybody else just flat out doesn't believe in. Now, in celebration for this this 5,000 subscriber point that we've reached, I want to do a giveaway. Now, I just recently started making my own spiritual oils. So this is still this is still in progress as far as my expertise in this area goes. But I have, I'll put up here, right here, how exactly how I harvested it after I just harvested it a day or two ago, and I'll kind of show you how I was harvesting it. But so this is a spiritual oil protection. It was in this jar, and I have algae on the front, and I kind of taped that to this mason jar, and once a day. I'll just have to look up exactly how many days, but it's been a few weeks at least. I would pick this up and go algae. And algae to me is a very protection-oriented rune from the Elder Futhark. And I focused on the idea of protection as I whisked this around, and sometimes I'd open it to see if it still smelled okay. I will say that there's some ingredients that I wouldn't include, and there's only one ingredient that I wouldn't include again, and it's Florida water, because it gives kind of a little bit of an alcohol smell to it. But what's in this protection oil is rose petals, Florida water, organic olive oil, leaf from IOF, which is I call it my office because it's my favorite graveyard. So that leaf will obviously have some a little bit of you could say spirit energy. You can even call it death energy if you want. Angelica, mugwort, bay leaf, sage, red clovers, frankincense resin, and also, which I didn't actually add on the label, which if you're making your own oils, be sure to label it, is vitamin E. It preserves the whole mixture, the herbs in it, and it allows it to, once you apply it to your skin, however you anoint yourself, whatever you're doing with it, to actually be beneficial and accepted by your skin. So it's not just like this really weird combination of herbs that your skin's gonna be like, whoa, what's wrong with this? But I let this sit out for a while after combining all these things, and now I have it in a brown jar, and the oil that I strained into this brown jar is just, it's settling now. I'm letting it settle, and what I'm going to place it in, after testing it first, of course, because I want to be as safe as possible, especially if I'm going to send it to you, is this little bottle right here. I'm going to put a good amount in this bottle, and then I want to send it to somebody who sees this video. So here's how we're going to do this. It's oil of protection, and I'm actually going to pay for shipping, and I'm going to not charge anything. This is a giveaway. So what I'm going to do is you can contact me once you see this video. Actually, you don't even really have to be a subscriber. There's no way for me to tell, but after you see this video, feel free to contact me on Facebook and just shoot me a message in Messenger. Just say, I'm interested in the giveaway. Just say those words, I am interested in the giveaway on Messenger. You don't even have to friend me. And then I will be able to write your name down along with everybody else's name that contacts me there, once again, at www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar. And after a few days, which I'm planning to, it's going to be about a few days, I'm gathering these names. I'll cut out all the names. It'll be a little bit dramatic. I'll be placing them into a bowl, and then I will draw out at random a name. And then through Messenger, I will contact that person well, after the video, and I'll say, so-and-so's name, as long as you're okay with me using your name. And I will contact that person, ask them for their address, whoever you might be, and then I will send it to them free of charge. And I really want to say that this is kind of like a piece of channel history because this is still an ongoing process of me learning how to make oils. So if you're interested in having that, and I really believe that this is a really potent oil protection because of how much energy and the things that I put into it. So then I will ask for your address, and then as long as you're in the United States, you have to be in the United States, I will send it to you wherever you are in the United States. I will send you that package, that oil, and I would greatly appreciate any feedback once you get that oil. But that's the giveaway. I'm going to give away this oil, this vial of oil, about this much, and I'm going to send it to anybody who contacts me on Messenger. I'll put the names in a bowl, and then I'll draw somebody at random, and then that random person I will contact, and I will send that oil to. And if that person does not get back to me, then I might send it to somebody else. So if you're interested in this giveaway, please contact me on Facebook Messenger. I want to say that this is very powerful oil. Even if I'm not great at making oils yet, I'll be making more in the future, and I'd love to share that with whoever wins the giveaway. At any rate, I greatly appreciate all of you. The reason that I do what I do is because I want to help as many people as possible realize themselves in whatever small way that I can. I don't think that I know more than other people, but I want to give people options and show them how things work, how the different rituals that I do work, how magic works, talk about different beings and gods. Of course, I am a devotee of the Divine Mother Kali Ma first and foremost, and then Odin as well is my other main patron, but I work with many gods and spirits. I have done much work in Vodou. I'm a Vaudalissant. You can also call me a Northern Shaman. So these are areas that I've really developed in since I started this channel, and it's been wonderful to hear from you as far as like either agreeing with me, disagreeing with me, or just taking an interest in the channel. And if you can if you can just do this for me, if you can just basically, if you have any spiritual friends, feel free to recommend my channel to them. And I'd love to hear from your friends as well. I'd love to see your friends to view my videos. And it's not just about getting subscribers or views, but it's all about making this a big network, a big spiritual community that I'm not necessarily founding, but I would love to be a part of with you. So thank you very much for helping me reach that 5,000 subscriber point. And I will be monetizing my channel very soon. So I might be making a little bit of money from it because I just don't have a lot of money. And I've been waiting for that 5,000 subscriber hit because that was a goal that I made, for myself. It wasn't necessarily that I had to reach 5,000 to monetize, but I made that as a goal. So we're moving forward. This channel's moving forward, and it's only because of you, and I greatly appreciate you and everything that you do as far as communicating with me. And then I love hearing about your spiritual paths. So please do more of that. Just contact me and let me know about your spiritual path, questions you have, or comments. I'd just love to hear from as many people as possible so that we can all understand that people that travel very strange spiritual paths are not as much a minority as, even if we're separated by miles and miles and miles, we're not as much of a minority as it feels like. In the world, soon, soon we might be growing a lot in our in the different spiritual crafts that seem to be popping up as far as interest goes, although they're very ancient. We're going to see that interest grow. We're going to see spiritual communities grow, spiritual acceptance grow, a decline in dogma, a decline in religion, and it's going to be wonderful. So thank you very much for joining me on my channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, shoot them down in the comment section below on YouTube. And if you want to be part of the giveaway, contact me on Facebook. At any rate, thank you very much, and hope all of you have a great day.